So in this session we will be understanding about introduction to DOM, or I will be introducing the DOM. DOM full form is document object model. You remember one important point, without knowing the information related to DOM or a document object model, you cannot be able to really understand the JavaScript coding. Okay, so in many cases actually the JavaScript code will be dealing with a DOM, document object model. That is the reason why this DOM is really important, and you must understand the DOM completely, document object model completely. So now I will try to explain how the DOM is being generated, right? And what will happen after generating the DOM. Okay, so I will try to explain all these points by taking one simple example. You assume that I am having a page with the name a.html. Let us say this a.html is having as usual HTML tag and then head tag and maybe something present inside the head tag, and after this let us say I am having body tag, end of body tag and end of HTML tag. You assume that inside this body tag, let us say I am having a name and input type text box, next BR tag, next age and again input type text box, again BR tag, and a submit button. Input type is equals to submit, id is equals something and value is equals to something. You assume that this is the code which is present inside my a.html. So when we send this a.html file code completely to browser, obviously we know that browser will be converting the content present in .html file into visible representation. If we send the entire a.html file code to browser, we know that browser will be displaying the output in the visible representation. But anyhow, you remember the browser will be internally converting the .html file into, or the .html file content into the visible representation. Okay, so internally for performing conversions, now when this a.html file content is sent to the browser, definitely browser will be converting the .html file content into visible representation. Now what I will do here is I will try to explain how the conversion will be internally happening. So before understanding how the conversion will be internally happening, first you need to understand the overall architecture of the browser. You remember, browser is a software. The browser software internally contains a lot of sub softwares. Let me explain the important softwares which are present in every browser. You remember, every browser contains something called as JavaScript API. So this JavaScript API contains a lot of predefined JavaScript functions. It is a kind of library. Okay, maybe in C language you will be having .h files, .header files, and maybe in .NET you will be having the assemblies, DLLs, which contains the predefined code. Okay, so similar way in the browser we are having a JavaScript API which contains the predefined functions. Okay, so browser manufacturing company will be writing that JavaScript API. Apart from JavaScript API, the browser contains something called as JavaScript engine. Even some people will call this one as JavaScript parser also. You can call it with any name. And apart from this, the browser also contains something called as HTML parser. And apart from this, the browser also contains something called as drawing engine, and many people will be calling this drawing engine as browser engine also. Okay, which is actually responsible for converting the complete content, or which is actually responsible for displaying the final visible representation of a web page. But remember, there are many components actually present inside the browser. So we are talking about only 4 important components, or I am showing currently only 4 important components which may be currently required or which may be required in the future videos or future classes of our JavaScript programming. Now when this .html file content is sent to the browser, actually browser's HTML parser will receive the HTML content, or the input HTML content will be first given to the HTML parser, and the HTML parser will convert this entire .html file content into something called as DOM tree. So it is a kind of tree like representation. Anyhow, we will be talking about this DOM tree in detail in the next sessions. So HTML parser will take HTML as input, and then that HTML will be converted into something called as DOM tree representation, document object model tree representation format. After converting the HTML into DOM tree, the DOM tree will be given to drawing engine. So by reading the information present in the DOM tree, drawing engine will display the output in the browser. So finally, in the browser, the user will see page name, that is a.html, and here some website name will be coming, and user will see here name colon and a text box, next age colon and a text box, and finally end user will see a submit button. So this is what is visible to the end users, right? So you only tell me who is responsible for displaying the final output, something like this in the browser. Very simple, browser's internal component called as drawing engine or browser engine. Okay, so how the browser engine is displaying this output? Very simple, by reading the information present in this DOM tree. Okay, so I believe you understood the point.